So I didn't think I was gonna end up making a video like this again, but here we are. Plans ended up changing because the thing that I'm gonna end up talking about today is something, it's a very serious topic, and I took offense to the situation, which I know may sound like I'm sensitive or whatever, but I don't really care about that right now. Um, this is gonna be another one of those videos where I'm just shooting from the hip. So if not all of my sentences are perfectly constructed, then I do apologize. And I also apologize for my stuffy nose. I swear I'm not sick. It's just stuffy for whatever reason, because my nose decides to it likes being an asshole. So, but basically, let me just hurry up and get it into the situation of what's going on. Today, I'm talking about the consulting firm known as Sweet Baby Inc. Now, for those who don't know who Sweet Baby Inc. is, they are, like I previously mentioned, a consulting firm for video games that handles diversity and inclusivity, along with, in addition to that, when a company is unsure of how to convey certain, cultures, ethnicities, and things of that nature. So it doesn't end up turning out in like a stereotypical racist way. They ask them to look over it, make sure it's correct, and they allow them full reign of writing, dialogue, etc. for things of that. Now I could get into a bunch of the different controversies Sweet Baby Inc. has had, with the Steam curator and other stuff like that. But truthfully, that's not what I want to talk about. What I want to talk about is the situation that happened with Chris Kindred and the. Sorry, I'm trying to. Okay. The situation that happened with Chris Kindred and Akira Toriyama, which will be the thumbnail of this video, and I'll also end up putting it up if you guys don't care about reading the thumbnail or whatever, things like that. Because basically, just what I'm gonna put as the thumbnail is the tweet that Chris Kindred decided he wanted to make. Because let me just get into that right now. So basically, when Akira Toriyama passed, Chris Kindred thought it was a super wonderful idea to go ahead and tweet out, Toriyama gave us the best and worst black characters in anime in the same series. It took range to do that. Now, also, for those of you who don't know, the reason people say Dragon Ball is racist to its black characters, which I'm not gonna try to defend. That's not what I'm getting into right now. So just bear with me while I explain it. But the reason people say that is because typically, whenever a black character would be introduced into the show, excluding Mr. Popo because he's based off of something completely different, so Mr. Popo doesn't count. And I'll even put the picture up on what Mr. Popo is, based off of from. But for the most part, whenever a black character was introduced into Dragon Ball, they would have the stereotypical blackface look where they would be really dark skinned and then have really big pink or red lips and such of that nature, because Japan obviously is way different than here in America, and obviously a lot has changed for black characters in anime and manga and stuff, but that's neither here nor there. That was basically just a short description as to why black characters in Dragon Ball were perceived to, be racist and in a sort of way. And while I nor should anybody, defend the stereotypes of, whatever ethnicity for any character, whether it's, a black character, Hispanic character, Asian character, whatever, while we shouldn't condone that, sort of thing and, call out people for feeding into those harmful stereotypes that can and still do happen to this day. The fact that Chris Kindred really took time out of their day, or his or hers days, I really don't fucking know, and I don't fucking care about this person because they are such a garbage human being. The fact that they really took time out of their day to tweet this while the entire world was mourning is just, it boggles my mind. Because how could you fucking think this was such a good fucking idea to do? How could you really be this spiteful and hateful to somebody who has inspired so many people? People got into drawing because of him. This helped people with their, bad lives, whether it was just, bad parents, bad, school life, whatever. This man literally single-handedly, even if he didn't know, this man literally single-handedly helped people. I've seen so many posts where people were posting about Dragon Ball Z and Akira Toriyama, where they literally talked about, and I don't even care that I'm going to say this, and I don't even care if this video gets, monetized in the future or whatever, because I'm speaking from the heart about this situation. So what I'm about to say is, I'm not following, and nor do I really even care about, the YouTube guidelines or whatever stuff like that, because I'm going all in for this thing. People have literally spoken about how Toriyama's work literally saved them from killing themselves and doing suicide, because they would literally watch Dragon Ball and feel at peace. It literally brought them to where they felt it was not worth it to end their own lives, because obviously in this life you only get one, so you should fulfill it to the most. And I just can't believe that Chris Kindred, he wanted to be so fucking different and just think this was such a good idea that, you know what? It doesn't even matter, because in the grand scheme of things, Sweet Baby Inc. is literally on fire right now. And you know what it is? He is probably jealous that Sweet Baby Inc. will never, ever be able to touch people the way Akira Toriyama's work has. He is probably spiteful that he will never be as successful as Akira Toriyama was. And I'm not even trying to hate or belittle Sweet Baby Inc., but that's really what this feels like. The fact that you can literally sit there and hate on somebody who helped people through so many hardships in their lives because they saw themselves as Goku, they saw themselves as Gohan, they saw themselves as Vegeta, they saw themselves in any one of these many iconic characters that Akira Toriyama has created. It's just absolutely, Chris Kindred is absolutely pathetic and a despicable human being for what he decided to say. I have no respect and no sympathy for him whatsoever. And neither should any of you guys, because it's people like him who really think they're being able to make a difference in the world when all they're doing is just fueling the flames and wanting to get a rise out of people. And you know what? So be it. Maybe it's working, but it's not for the right reasons. And while I'm here still talking about the Chris Kindred situation, I actually do want to move on a bit from Chris Kindred and Sweet Baby and stuff, since I feel I said what I need to said. But I also want to talk about another situation with another Twitter person known as Japan Hates Xbox. Now, I've seen a couple things covered about this Twitter user, from hateful and very bigoted comments from him. These were covered by two YouTubers in particular that I've known. Obviously, I don't know them personally. I've just watched their videos. The Chaos Lounge and Oh No, It's Alex. They've covered some of the very harmful and bad things that he said, but this one was just absolutely ridiculous. Now, I don't think it was worse than some of the other things he had said in the past, which I'm not going to get into those here, because this is mainly about Chris Kindred and Japan Hates Xbox disrespecting Akira Toriyama like that. This man, I'll put it on the screen in a minute. This man really decided to tweet it out underneath the official Xbox Twitter account while people are still mourning the death of Akira Toriyama, because their work has, impacted all of us in different ways, some larger, some smaller, but it doesn't matter. The fact that Japan Hates Xbox tweeted out, "Pathetic copycat post. You are so disrespectful, Xbox. The world hates your console." Really? You're really going to sit here and push a stupid freaking agenda for PlayStation when they don't even know you exist? What do you gain out of that? Like, I don't understand. And the fact that you really said the that you sat there and decided it was a good idea to tweet out Xbox paying their respects to Akira Toriyama, which all these companies know, how influential his work is, because some of them even made custom arts to honor him. Like Capcom did Street Fighter X Dragon Ball Z crossover where Blanca had Goku's gi on and such. I forgot what other characters were in there, but they just know how impactful Akira Toriyama was on the world. And the fact that you sat there and did that also just boggles my mind, like Chris Kindred. If you ask me, Japan hates Xbox, you were more disrespectful than any other place that tweeted out Akira Toriyama, thank you for everything you have committed. Because you, at this point, you literally didn't even care that Akira Toriyama passed, just like Chris Kindred. You literally sat there and fueled flames for your dumbass console wars, which, by the way, are only something that children do. Actual sensible grown adults do not partake in such dumb shit like that. How do you find yourself having the time to be able to partake in a console war when PlayStation doesn't even know you exist? Like, are you really that fucking dumb that you're gonna let your pride and your ego get in the way and you're just like, oh, you know what? I decide I want to be a fucking asshole today. Let me go fucking still go shit on Xbox for no goddamn reason when people are trying to come together and help each other, not just themselves. They want to help each other get through these tough times because of how I'm sorry, I can't think properly right now. That's how mad freaking Japan hates Xbox got me. Now, Japan hates Xbox. It's obvious to me that you're only doing this so you can keep stringing along the Xbox fanboys and shit, so your never-ending console war keeps going, and you can always keep fucking glazing off PlayStation, who doesn't even know you fucking exist, and literally the only thing they see when they see you is fucking dollar signs, but you're too fucking stupid to understand and get that through your thick fucking skull. You don't just have the Xbox fanboys getting on your ass now. You literally have so many other fucking people exposing you and getting on your ass as well, because it's not just a simple fucking console war. This is a person's life and legacy that we're trying to celebrate, but obviously you didn't fucking care about that. The only thing you're so fucking concerned about is fucking glazing Sony's nutsack with your other PlayStation fanboys so pathetically. Japan hates Xbox. You and Chris Kindred are both pathetic human beings. In fact, if we could even call you that. As a matter of fact, because of how sad and disrespectful the two of you are and want to be for no apparent reason aside from thinking you guys want to be so different from everyone else so badly. But the fact of the matter is, you need to wake up into reality and really look at yourself in the mirror and do some self-reflecting, but you probably won't even take the time out of your day to do that because you don't see anything wrong with yourself and you think that you're the absolute perfect person. Well, I have a newsflash for you. You're not. I have so much more respect and sympathy for alley trash than I do for the two of you bozos. Anyway, I've said what I needed to say. I truly do hope that this is the last of the situation that I need to end up covering because, to be honest with you guys, I really didn't want to cover this situation, but I felt the need to say something because disrespecting a dead person is one of the most disgusting and vile things anybody on this planet could ever do. And the fact that there are people out there in the world who want to do this and actually enjoy doing this sort of thing sickens me. One more thing I do want to end up adding on in addition to, the end of this video and throughout all of this is, don't start going to harass both Chris or Japan Hates Xbox because the harassment isn't going to get any of us anywhere. And honestly, all you guys, you deserve to use your time more wisely instead of wasting it trying to argue and wage a war on these guys because they're not worth any of that. Karma's going to end up working its magic on these two idiots. And, you know, as a matter of fact, it's already working technically because apparently Chris Kindred, which I'll also put this up on screen as well, it is, you know, a very beautiful thing to see, you know, very very satisfying. Chris got his Twitter account suspended for violating Twitter's rules. If I could fucking talk, jeez. Now I can't even finish my damn sentence. But basically, like I just said, Chris's Twitter account got suspended, and you know, it's a pretty damn beautiful thing to see. The world is always working in, you know, very mysterious ways. And honestly, I really do hope, because of some of the things Japan hates Xbox has said, not even referring to the Akira Toriyama thing at this point, because he's said some very disgusting stuff. I do believe if you go to either the Chaos Lounge's YouTube channel or Oh No Alex's channel, he should definitely they should definitely have something there where basically he was just saying some very not good stuff. I'm not gonna get into detail here because you know that's not the point of the whole video, trying to expose them. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and excuse me. If you guys, you know, feel the need to stand up for something that, you know, you truly believe in, like, you know, like this right here, what I'm doing, you know, standing up for Akira Toriyama, even if he doesn't know me, I don't care. It's not cool to disrespect dead people or do any of this vile shit. Definitely do it. Don't let anything or anyone deter you from doing that, because, you know, you have a voice and you should use it. Unless you're going to be like these two idiots and, you know, say dumb shit, then don't don't say anything. Because as we all know, there is absolutely a golden rule that, you know, more people should absolutely follow, just like, you know, these two dumbasses. And that rule is silence is golden, which I don't think Chris Kindred or, you know, Japan Hates Xbox is going to end up learning anytime soon. But you guys, I know you guys will definitely learn that, because, you know, you guys are smart. You guys aren't, you know, dumb or fucking idiots. You guys know how to listen to logic. You guys know how to, you know, be a reasonable person, you know, have a civil conversation. You guys are so much better people than what Chris Kindred and Japan Hates Xbox are. Because if you ask me, Chris Kindred and Japan Hates Xbox, they seem like the politicians of the world, you know. All they care about is fulfilling an agenda, and anybody who doesn't agree with said agenda, anybody who regrets said agenda, they deserve to, you know, be silenced and all this other dumb shit that they think, you know. But that's why Sweet Baby Inc. has fallen into the Streisand effect for, you know, trying to report that Steam curator. So, but anyways, guys, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and let you go now. I've rambled on long enough. I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys go now, cause all that ranting and stuff freaking made me tired as shit. So I'll see you guys in the next video. You know, y'all take care and stay safe. Drink plenty of water. All that good stuff.